Alcohol. Hello and welcome to Tipsy Book Talks. I'm Raeanne and today we're going to be making a Blackberry Mojito Dangerous in honor of, hopefully it's still up, it's somewhat up, I can see it, Black Girl Dangerous. So basically I wanted to create a drink that I guess kind of emulated the book, but as I was reading it, it was really hard-hitting issues, so I didn't really know how to go about it. So I wanted to incorporate blackberries because blackberries are technically in season as well. So here we go. Mojitos, I really like mojitos mostly because I really like rum. And then blackberries right now are so good. So doing a little fun thing here, but in honor of Tipsy Book Talks, it is only rightfully so if I take a drink. So before I make my drink, I'm gonna go ahead and take a double shot here in my big old glass of rum. Sorry for the clanking. I've been drinking Coke and rums all day today. So yeah, so I've been drinking a little bit now, but because of that, I'm not about to take like a 4-ounce shot. So we're gonna go ahead and just take a shot, which will probably end up not too great on my part because I don't quite take shots. But this time I do have a chaser because I do worry for myself and for my sanity. I feel like I'm going to not enjoy this. Cheers, everybody. Oh, okay, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. As you've seen before, I did take a shot. This time, I didn't take a shot fully. I just decided to take half a shot and then sip some tea. But today, let's make a drink. So what you're gonna need for this mojito is some blackberries, obviously, some limes, mint. We got some club soda. It said soda water for the actual recipe, but I'll have soda water, and club soda is practically the same thing. Rum, obviously, and then some simple syrup. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up going in and muddling a lot of things. So if you can get something that you can muddle something in as well as shake it up, as you've seen before, I have a shaker. One thing that I do need to go grab really quick is ice, so I'm gonna be right back. Hello. So yeah, basically I wrote it all down because I can't, when I start drinking, my train of thought just goes. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna muddle the blackberries as well as the simple syrup and the lime and the mint. But for right now, we'll just toss these guys in there. And I was like, so I have a little, I don't say I do, it's my girlfriend. She has a little mixer thing, so I'm borrowing the little tool so that I can muddle it. Here at Tipsy Book Talks, we're amateur muddlers and amateur drink makers, but we still do it anyway. That actually looks really good. I'm not gonna like it. Okay, and then we're also going to take your pre-rinse mint. Do not just take mint off of someplace and just throw it in there. I did clean mint off. My girlfriend and I actually grow mint, so these are from our own little garden here. We'll just add a little simple syrup. Get a little liquidy consistency there. Gonna grab our little muddler thing again, mix it all up. Something I did read about while trying to look up not simple syrup, looking up this recipe, was that they said the more you muddle your mint, the greater the flavor is gonna be. So don't muddle it for 10 minutes, but get a good little muddling in. All right, this is liquidy, so we're gonna continue with that. Okay, so the recipe calls for, I don't even think I went over anything. On the mint, lime, and blackberry, add as much as you want. It calls for at least half of a lime juice for the drink, but for the blackberries, it calls for 10, and then for the mint, it calls for like 10 as well. Use as much as you want. If you don't like mint, don't use a lot of mint. If you don't like blackberries, don't use a lot of blackberries. The only thing that you need to know is it calls for, ready? 4 shots of rum. So, Black Girl Dangerous, preface, deals with a lot of hard-hitting issues. This drink deals with a lot of hard-hitting alcohol. So we're going to take this in on top of the maybe 4 shots I've already taken today. No, scratch that. 6 shots I've already had of rum. Thank you, rum and cokes. We're gonna go ahead and add another 4 to that. So that'll be fun, which is why I have my extra large measuring cup. But yeah, so let's go ahead and try not to spill it, as we always do. So currently says freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. We're gonna go ahead and fill it up to that senior line because we like rum here at Tipsy Book Talks. It's a good time. Make sure I got it all in there. Didn't want to miss anything. Okay. Yeah, I just took that off and it was really messy. I'm going to throw in some ice cubes because if there's anything that I've learned about the last time I tried to do this, it's don't mix it up if there's nothing else in there. Let's do this thing. Okay, so we mixed it all up, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and put some ice cubes in the glass because I like my drinks cold. And not even just like refrigerator cold, like I like them chilled ice cold. So we're going to go ahead and drain it. This is what I get for trying to be a little tipsy while I do this video. Messy. No! God, this is so embarrassing right now. To my girlfriend, I apologize as to why this sheet is stained. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and drain the rest of this into here. And there you have it, everyone. My really, really messy drink. I actually can't wait to try it. This looks really good. This was a nightmare to actually make. So, you know, when you do this, don't try to film a YouTube video and don't do it on a table that you can really wreck. I also realized I didn't put the lime juice in, so we're gonna put it in now. This is a nightmare. This is literally a nightmare. You know what though? That was a lot of lime juice and I think it's gonna taste bomb.com. This also has a ton of blackberry. So I'm like stoked beyond belief. Let's see, let's go over everything. Oh, top it with soda water. The last little bit. Obviously, I don't have a glass big enough, so we're just gonna drink it and then top it with a little bit of soda water. Honestly, if you don't want the soda water, you're good, because, like, fancy. That blackberry covers the entire taste of the rum. You literally only taste blackberry. I only just drank blackberry. All right. So, just created our Blackberry Mojito for our Black Girl Dangerous. Check it out by Mia Mackenzie. Make sure I have her last name right. Mia Mackenzie. Okay. This book is hard-hitting. Let me just preface this, that this was supposed to be my format, my favorite format, which is hardcover, and so you're supposed to read a book that has hard-hitting issues. Unlike here comes the slurring, thank you alcohol. Unlike my last review, where I was supposed to rate a 5-star book, or I was supposed to give a book 5 stars, and I didn't end up giving it 5 stars. I ended up giving it 2.5, which technically is literally half of what it should have been. This one, does it deal with hard-hitting issues. Alright, so, really quick, here's a cameo of my cat. But I had to go ahead and reshoot because my camera was kind of messing up when I was trying to move everything around. So basically what I wanted to kind of like touch upon for Black Girl Dangerous was having to do with the fact that this is a really hard-hitting issue. It deals with not only queerness but also racism, gender, and kind of culture in general. And for this one you kind of want to be a little drunk in order to process everything, because it's hard. It's definitely not something that you can just kind of breeze through while reading. It's a book that you want to read through for a while. So that's why I'm kind of qualifying it as a DNF, because it's not that I didn't want to finish it in a week. It's the fact that I didn't want to rush through it. 2 things that I wanted to bring up were 2 different chapters. One of them being White Silence and one of them being Are We Mad Yet? 2 quotes that I kind of really wanted to just kind of like throw out there. I'll go ahead and read them and think of them as you will. These are 2 topics that I thought were very interesting to read all around and very interesting to think about, especially now in 2020. So the first one being in Are We Mad Enough Yet? And it literally says, white privilege is a hell of a thing. It makes it possible for white friends to look the other way when a tragedy as much magnitude as the Trayvon Martin killing happens. If it's too much, they can just choose not to read it, not to think about it, but we don't all have that option. And the thing is yeah, but yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like to be a Black person in America literally right now. It's unfathomable to me to be able to literally go around and not be able to just drive, to just go around without being a target, like having a target on your back. So it's insane to me. So that's something that it's like, as somebody who grew up in a very nice area, I could not think about it, not like look away, not even question it, because everybody around me was not questioning it, was not thinking about it, was not doing anything about it. Now that everything is happening, now that I'm out of my little bubble, now that I'm actually exposed to what's going on, I can actually see the issue of what's happening for Black lives, and Black Girl Dangerous just resonates even more with it. It's a learning aspect that I'm taking in. Another fine thing that I had seen from Black Girl Dangerous was having to do with white silence. So real quick, I'm gonna pull that guy up. I'm sorry, I mixed up the chapters. Before it was about white silence, and this one is Are We Mad Yet? So this quote states, "This is what we do, so the question isn't why, the question isn't how in 2013 this is still possible. The question is simply, are we mad enough yet? And if so, what are we prepared to do about it?" Black Girl Dangerous is written in 2013. Mia Mackenzie deals with the aspect of being Black in 2013. Everything she writes about, whether it is how to be an ally, whether it is white silence, whether it is having to deal with queerness and being a person of color, it's the fact that you can't be both, that you have to be either a person of color or queer. Like, it deals with hard-hitting issues and it's only in 2013. This is a Tumblr that is being like exposed to so many people. It's just insane that this is written in 2013, but it resonates so much in 2020. So overall, this is just a book that should be read. This is a book that should be kind of listened to, and I get that this is only one perspective. This is only one person in the battle of Black lives, but Mia Mackenzie has a lot to say on this matter, and it is things that we should all listen to. That if you're not Black, you should at least pay attention to a chapter, even if it's just the first chapter, even if it's the introduction, and you just close the book. There's still so much that resonates with people that you should be listening to understand what's going on right now. But yeah, so overall, this is not a book that I can kind of like breeze through, even though it's only 100 pages or so in a week, in 2 weeks at this moment, because this is actually a video that is being pushed back after a week. So technically I should be on the night watch, but this book is hitting so much to home that I want to actually express how important it is that we should be learning, that we should be exposing ourselves to what's going on for Black Lives Matter right now. Read Mia Mackenzie's book, Black Girl Dangerous, for a queer Black intake on what's going on with racism, gender, class. I will be continuing to read this book all through June. With that being said, I am skipping over the genre of historical fiction, and I will be jumping into the last book that I have already stated, The Miseducation of Cameron Post. I'm going to try to finish this book within the next couple of days, as well as I'm going to start The Miseducation of Cameron Post as soon as I can, and we'll go ahead and have a video out next Thursday. Taylor will be posting another video this coming Tuesday, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But honestly, thank you for paying attention, for listening, for giving your time to our channel. We greatly appreciate every view that we get, and we love every single viewer that we have. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's video, and we love you guys. And when it comes to the hard-hitting issues of this entire month, these past couple of months, just know that whatever you can do to help, it matters, as well as we love you no matter what. So thank you for everything. If you don't already subscribe, please subscribe, and if you really want to, you're more than welcome to click on that notification button. But thank you again for everything, and overall, cheers!